Chris, first of all, Johnny Howson and Russ Martin missed out on the trip to Sunderland. Can we have an update on their fitness?
Well, Johnny will assess that one. He felt he's back in training, which saw him miss a game. Very disappointed because John's one that's been in very good form for us and playing very, very well. So that was a blow, but we'll assess that over today and tomorrow to see where we are as regards, of course, Boxing Day. Russell was a little bit more precaution. He had felt his ankle. I think perhaps at a push that he could have had an involvement on Saturday, but of course with these series of games coming up, the last thing that we wanted to do was take a risk that would perhaps or possibly rule him out for these coming games. So he'll train today, hopefully come through today and very much be available.
On the upside, how nice is it to have Robert Snodgrass and Ricky van Wolfswinkel back in the fold?
Well, it's a big plus for us. We've gone through a period of injuries, and particularly in that midfield area, with of course the likes of Robert being out, Anthony Pilkington, Elliot Bennett, of course, who's been out since the first the game of the season, and of course Alex Tettey. So to be able to bring players back into that was something that we was delighted about. Been delighted also with the response of the players to adjust to the injuries that we've had in there, and they've been excellent.
Just a quick reflection on that Sunderland game. I mean, it was the second away clean sheet in a row. Is that the most pleasing aspect of the result?
That plus, I thought we had the better chances in the game. It's always tough, whoever you play, and particularly a team that were on the back of a really good performance at West Ham, and of course beat Chelsea midweek. They were buoyed by that. I think overall it was perhaps a fair result. We, I thought, had the better chances. So I think it's a combination of us endeavouring to go and win the game, but it's always a real good bonus and a really good lift for the team when you can pick up a clean sheet. And it's our second clean sheet away from home, and it's something that we've got to continue to build on.
We'll talk about the Fulham game in a minute, but I mean, we're approaching halfway in the season now, Chris, and once again it's so tight in the middle of that Premier League table. It's the same every year, isn't it? It
is, and we found that, of course, last season. Eventually, of course, we finished in a very, very good position of 11th, but there were the periods during the season where it could have gone either way, and again, a big group of teams involved in that, and that's how it is this season. We're probably in a division at the moment that there are a large group of teams that can all beat each other and all get points off each other. But we're in decent form at the moment. You know, we've got a little bit of continuity in the team and the squad, good competition, and we've got to make sure that we continue to grow.
2 games in 3 days, but how nice is it to have those 2 games at home at Carrow Road?
I think more so, I think for the supporters at this time of the year, you know, it's difficult financially to be able to travel away from home, the expense of travelling away from home, and also the inconvenience around that Christmas time. So we're delighted with that. It's also a plus for us that we've got the 2 games at home. We have to make sure that we capitalise on that. You know, two tough games, irrespective of who they are, but we've got to make sure and try to capitalise on that.
Rene Meulenstein has been at Fulham around a month now. I mean, what do you make of their progress under him?
Well, their performances have been good, even though that possibly they haven't in recent games got the results that they would have wanted. But I think that's really just a consequence of how difficult this division is and how difficult the games are. But their performances have been good enough. He'll be, I think, enjoying the challenge. He's known as a very, very good coach, and of course he's now gone into management. So I think he'll be enjoying that, and his responsibility to make sure that he's got very, very good players that he tries to get the results that they need to get.
With obviously the Boxing Day game and then the game so soon after, and Fulham being where they are on the table and how close the table is, I mean, do you get the sense that it's a big game? A win could really propel our season?
Well, it almost feels like every game we play is a big game, and I think that's where we are in the table. And if we're 3-4 places higher than where we are, the next game's a big game because you want to stay there or you want to improve on that. So it seems every game is a big game, and this is the next one. We're at home, and we'll be doing everything we can to win the game.
2 days till Christmas Day, Chris. I hope you finished your Christmas shopping.
No, I've actually got to try and find a couple of bits today, actually. So I don't know where I'm going to find time for that one. But that's a difficulty, of course, doing the job that we do. It's very much full on, and the hours are very long. But we wouldn't have it any other way. And it's a Christmas period, and being as busy as it is something that we're very much used to.